A wintry mess on the way. I'm meteorologist Joe Martucci, and we will have the wintry smorgasbord as we go into our Thursday and Friday. Snow, sleet, freezing rain, and rain will all be on the docket, and that's why we have winter weather advisories in effect for all of southeastern New Jersey from 4 a.m. on Thursday through 10 a.m. on Friday. Along the Turnpike corridor, we have a winter storm warning in effect. The satellite is going to tell us our picture here as we go into Thursday and Friday. Here's our low pressure system in the Gulf of Mexico. And you're seeing all these purples and greens on the satellite. Those are some thick clouds here. They are high aloft and they also reach down near the surface. And that means there's a lot of precipitation with this, and that's going to bump out the high pressure that brought us our first sunny day in 8 days here in South Jersey on Wednesday. Now, when we look at our fight for snow, looking at our computer models and what they say, half of the six that I look at are saying it's a warmer storm with less snow and sleet. Half are saying it's a colder storm with more snow and sleet. Let me tell you what I believe is going to happen here. For the lower part of Cape May County, as well as the shore up to Ocean City, we're talking about snow to mixed to rain. For most of southeastern New Jersey, most of Cumberland County, the mainland and upper Cape, as well as most of Atlantic and all of southern Ocean County, it's a lot. Snow to mix to rain, back to mix. In these blue areas, there's no guarantee that you're even going to change to rain. It will be snow to mix and even some back-end snow as we go into the day on Friday here. The worst time to be traveling on Thursday will be during the midday here, as we do have sleet falling just about everywhere, and it could even be heavy sleet too. And as we go into the afternoon hours, eventually this will start mixing to rain in some spots, and that's why the driving risk will be a little bit lower as we go into the afternoon and especially into the evening. Let's take a look at our 7 a.m. future radar. It's snow here for us in southeastern New Jersey. We have temperatures below freezing for the most part, and when they're not below freezing, they're right above the freezing mark here. So I do believe any snow that falls will stick to the ground. Now, as we go into 10 a.m. on Thursday, these purples here, that is sleet, and that continues into the early afternoon on Thursday here, and sleet could be heavy at times. We haven't seen heavy sleet in quite a while here in South Jersey, and you'll hear a lot of pinging on your windows throughout the early afternoon hours on Thursday. Now, notice this rain-sleet line here. It's making its way pretty close to Cape May, and I actually believe parts of Cape May County will actually be raining during this time. And let me show you why here. Temperatures are in the upper 30s in Cape May County. I just believe we're going to see rain during this time for most of you in Cape, but otherwise we are talking about some sleet and even some snow as you make your way further towards Philadelphia and northwest of the New Jersey Turnpike. Here's our rain for 7 p.m. on Thursday on the model here. Places like Hamilton, Egg Harbor City, you're still sleeting at this time. Then we start to get into a break as we go into the overnight hours. We'll see spotty showers, and for a good chunk of southeastern New Jersey, that is rain here, but there is still some freezing rain or even some sleet to talk about as you make your way over to Vineland and over to Stowe Creek and Bridgeton. That continues into the early morning on Friday, and then eventually we start to get this storm to wrap up and get on out of here. Still could see a shower into the afternoon, but I believe by and large, by noon on Friday, we are done. So here's a look at our storm forecast. Coating to 1.5 inches of snow and sleet for those areas shaded in green from Ocean City down to Cape May and for the lower part of Cape May County. These pink areas will see 1.5 inches to 3 inches of snow and sleet and up to 1/10 of an inch of ice. And our highest totals will be further to the north and west, where we're expecting to see more snow and more sleet mix in. Now, here's a note about sleet. It's about 3 times as heavy as snow. So even if you get 1.5 inches of sleet, let's say, that's the equivalent of about 4.5 inches of snow. So there's still a good amount of precipitation with this. Speaking of precipitation, why do we even get freezing rain and sleet? Well, it's because we have a warm tongue of air that's aloft from us here. So snow is actually falling from the cloud as it comes down. But when you get to a layer of above 32 air, it melts back into rain. And depending on how thick that warm layer is, determines on whether we're going to see freezing rain, which is really just rain that freezes on contact, or if we refreeze back into balls of ice, which is essentially sleet. And that's why you hear that pinging on your windows. Good news with the coastal flooding, nothing really to talk about here. We should stay below flood stage. We do have onshore winds, but they're from the northeast direction. It's not going to be all that strong here. Let me show you our wind gusts as we go into Thursday and Friday here. We're gusting to around 30 to 35 miles an hour out the shore. We've seen much worse in our nor'easters here. Maybe your garbage can gets toppled over, but that's about it. Let's take a look at our mainland 7-day forecast for you as we go into into the day on Saturday and Sunday. Let's get you past this storm system here. It is on the chilly side, especially on Saturday with wind chills in the 20s, but it will be dry. Our first dry weekend in quite a while here in South Jersey. We do have a storm system for our Monday. Let's flip you over to the Shore 7-day forecast. Should bring a quick hit of rain, and as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday, more seasonable temperatures here in South Jersey. We'll be with you throughout the storm, giving you the latest in South Jersey weather. You can follow me on social media for all of that information, or you can come back to our website at theprecipitation.com/weather.